gun violence here in the U.S. 15,000 people attended the local March for Our Lives at Tranquility Park. And Eyewitness News reporter Deborah Wrigley joins us now live with their messages and an announcement from Houston's Mayor Sylvester Turner. Deborah?
Natasha, this is Tranquility Park. It was expected to be filled with 10,000 people this morning. Instead, the estimate by Houston's police chief was set at 15,000. March for Our Lives, the product and creation of students who were tired and fearful of school gun violence, calling for change on a national level. Today, Houston's mayor walked in step with them. They came from schools and homes from Houston and beyond to one of the largest rallies ever in front of Houston City Hall.
The turnout is insane, and we are so proud. Hugs everywhere, proud of what we've done here today.
Done here and across the country, the youngest generation banding together, giving voice to a cry that cannot be ignored. Among the featured speakers, 10-year-old Desmond Floyd from Humble, whose earlier message on social media went viral.
As it came to the point where a shooter came down my hallway, I wanted to be the one who took the bullet. I wanted to be the one who saved my friends' lives.
That's what the fear of school shootings have done to so many students, and they're reminded of the danger every time they have a safety drill.
There's nothing normal about the fact that my classroom can become a war zone at any given day, at any given moment. But it doesn't have to be this way.
Those in political office are listening today. Mayor Sylvester Turner announcing the formation of a mayor's commission to end gun violence. That after meeting with organizers of today's rally.
And I'm committed to including some of them on that commission so that their voices can be heard and we can start to act to improve the safety of all of our kids in this city.
The rally became a march through downtown to the building where Senator Ted Cruz has his office. The mayor, police chief, politicians, and students arm in arm with a cause in common. Deborah Wrigley, 13 Eyewitness News.
The March for Our Lives was organized by students after the school shooting that killed 17 people in Parkland, Florida. Survivors spoke at the main march in Washington, D.C. today, and ABC's Karen Travers has the story from the nation's capital and a look at other rallies nationwide.
It was a call to action.
Welcome to the revolution.
In the shadow of the U.S. Capitol, students from Stoneman Douglas and across the nation making a passionate plea for an end to gun violence.
This is not a red versus blue issue. This is a morals issue.
The most powerful moment was silence. Stoneman Douglas student Emma Gonzalez reading the names of her classmates who were killed last month, and then pausing to wait until 6 minutes and 20 seconds passed from the moment she took to the stage. The same amount of time as the massacre in her school.
Fight for your lives before it's someone else's job.
The rally was planned as a response to the Parkland, Florida shooting that killed 14 students, 2 coaches, and a teacher. But the focus went beyond the classroom, calls to end violence and protect kids in their communities.
Gun violence is more than just a Chicago problem or a Parkland problem, but it's an American problem.
The stories were personal, the messages political.
To those politicians supported by the NRA that allow the continued slaughter of our children and our future, I say get your resumes ready.
A rally cry to get young people to make their voices heard at the polls, whenever they're old enough to vote.
We also know that we stand in the shadow of the Capitol, and we know that we have 7 short years until we too have the right to vote.
And across the nation, hundreds of thousands of Americans gathering in solidarity in their own cities and towns.
Many people here today, young and old, said this was their first ever political rally. The question now is, can this student-led movement keep up its momentum and have an impact in the midterm elections and beyond? Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Well, there's still